Every day we look at signs. Some are beautiful, others not so much. For a business, any business, a good sign is crucial. So where does a good sign come from? Who creates these tantalizing works of art? In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it's done right here by the people at Signs Manufacturing, the people we call the SignDawgs.
The drillers are about to get here. They're going to be drilling a 15.5-foot deep hole, and it's going to be at least 3 foot wide because the pipe itself is 2 foot wide at the base. So it's going to be interesting seeing this new ground kind of dug up and really pulled together. It's a big deal.
It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it.
Texas, the last frontier. These are the voyages of the crane truck SignDawg. Its ongoing mission to put up awesome signs, to seek out new urban art, to boldly go where we've never gone before.
Punch it, Chewie!
We finished drilling the hole, and they brought in this specialized crane to hold the pipe very, very straight while we pour the concrete.
The handle, I let it sling down, and that went down and went. Now it went. Put the holes on each side. So when we pour concrete in, concrete will go inside the pipe.
Allowing concrete inside the pipe keeps it from being top-heavy. The extra weight adds support to the base of the sign, keeping it from tipping over.
It's called a pipe wrap. Helps you draw a straight line on pipe. If you wrap it around, it makes a pretty straight line. When he's torching, it gives him a target to shoot for.
After test fitting the pipe, a small portion must be removed and then the concrete can be added.
That pipe has to be dead straight when that concrete solidifies, or we're going to have a major problem. As that concrete is going in there, it's filling the bottom of this pipe, giving it more structure, so it's going to be a lot more solid than just a hollow pipe. This is really cool.
I think we hold this here for 30 minutes. Then let him let down off his cable a little bit and see if it moves.
I know what you're thinking. Why is he hammering all this angle iron down into the ground? And doesn't that look a lot like a Czechoslovakian hedgehog, which you might need to look up if you don't know what that is? Well, yes, it does look like that, but we are not fending off invading Germans, although I know that's what it looks like. That actually serves a very important purpose for this pole sign. There's 3 things it does. 1 is it helps provide some stability. 2, it helps keep that pole set in the ground long enough for that, to keep it from moving long enough for that concrete to set. That's also very important. But the most important thing it does is once that concrete sets around that angle iron, when those big old winds hit that huge sail on that really large sign, it's pretty big if you hadn't noticed, that wants to turn the whole pole and everything. And that angle iron in there set up with that concrete is going to keep it from spinning. So once it's all said and done, we're going to come out here, we're going to torch off all the angle iron that's sticking out of the ground, so it's going to be flush and you won't be able to see it. And it won't look like that anymore. And maybe now you'll learn something about signs you may not have already known.
Guys.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCord. I'm a sign consultant with Signs Manufacturing, and I am in charge of making sure that you find the perfect custom sign for you. So give us a call and we'll get that handled for you. I've known the Watsons since 1996, when the boys hadn't actually taken over the company yet from their dad.
I've known Nancy now since I was a teenager. She was actually a friend of mine that I ended up hiring.
Nancy was actually a family friend. I mean, I've known Nancy for, 25 years, I guess. I've known her forever.
I was dating one of their best friends and kind of got involved in coming up here and playing games during our dates, doing paintball or live action role play, moving stuff around in the warehouse, and going, hey, what is this? How cool is this? Why is this here? And really getting fascinated with how signs are built and the true ingenuity and technology that goes into them. It's really a fascinating thing, and I've been doing it for enough decades now to really just still be amazed at how brand new every sign is and how different every project is. It really is a custom and innovative product that we do here.
Nancy's sales history was with her dad's business, who did siding, and she had a mentality of get it cheap. Whatever the cheapest thing you can do, that's what you gotta do. You know, we don't do cheap, we do quality. Now, we're not high price, we're a manufacturer, I mean, we do everything wholesale, but we build quality signs, and that's our whole focus is quality. When we hired Nancy on as a salesperson, that was the discussion is, you know, you're not selling siding, you're not trying to do the cheapest thing that you can get a check for. We want quality. Our customers want quality, we want them to come back to us. This is what we need to do.
She's a very good problem-solving type salesperson.
She gets more 5-star reviews than anybody. Everybody loves Nancy.
She turns in big jobs. She turns in lots of information that goes along with it, helps the job get done.
She is an extremely fun, smart, dedicated problem solver, and anyone is really, really lucky if they can get her on their side to solve their issues.
She's a customer favorite, I guess you could say. She's really come around to signs manufacturing's way of doing things.
The live action role play, we've always considered that kind of the guy's thing. They dress up in various costumes, they get out their little chest, they've made fake coins for the chest, I kid you not, no different than making a custom sign, they make all their own stuff. And the girls kind of tend to sit on the sidelines and watch as the guys jump around and beat each other up and hang from ropes from the ceiling and just do the various things. Some of the girls get involved, actually throw spell balls and, hit each other with the fake padded swords or whatever. But mostly on the sidelines, let's feed them snacks and laugh at them when they fall down and have the Band-Aid kit ready. So the dynamic has changed some because William is not married and James is. And so with James, I spend a lot of couples time, my husband and I, his wife and him. And with William, it's more, we get all of us together that maybe don't necessarily need the spouse there, and we play a lot of board games and, do that kind of thing. And then the guys themselves still get together and do, instead of live action role play, very often they'll do tabletop role play, where you're just rolling the dice and it's entirely based on your imagination. I like to have props. So I gotta have the board game. I gotta have something that takes me through the dungeon, that I can see the dungeon.
Hi.
CBS Rental and Supply. CBS is a rental company. They rent equipment, Skytrax, boom lifts, other small company, but they're getting big. First time I used them was in Corpus Christi. We rented some there, but they're making their way up here in Dallas. We made it. Made it safely to CBS Rental. Didn't lose the sign off the truck. That's always a good thing. Now all we need is a big crane.
Go and try this at home, folks. It's caliente.
The concrete's dried, we're ready to set the next pole. So these poles are put together in stages. for a variety of reasons, but not the least of which is just how big this sign is. It's literally big enough for a person to climb inside. And so what we don't want to do is just have this massive pole way at the top taking over the whole view. So you set it up in stages, you got a smaller pole that's going to go into a bigger pole, and that's where we're at. We're ready to do the next piece.
Guys.
We're watching them weld all of these individual rings inside the main pipe. There's several different stages, several different safety things that go into that. I kind of look at it, and I hate to say this, but I kind of look at it like the Titanic, how they describe the various parts of the boat. You know, the bulkheads are gonna block the water from getting to the next part. They're gonna distribute pressure. We're doing that, and we're gonna do it better than the Titanic, because we're gonna make sure this thing doesn't sink.
I'm the king of the world!
So the sign is catching a lot of light. It's doing a really good job of grabbing attention, being super visible. And one of the things that's letting it do that is the stuff we call solar guard. We use it not just to grab attention, make it shiny, but also to maintain that real color. We put a lot of work into it. Our chemists have looked at it, made sure that, I mean, this is going to extend the life of the sign probably 7 times what you're normally used to, which means CBS's blue is going to be blue for like ever. So tell me about your experience through this whole process.
Well, it was actually painless.
Good, I'm glad to hear it.
The biggest thing was to make sure we had it the right height, the right place, because of the sign, the other people's sign, they were kind of in the way. And then coming back today was the first time I actually saw the sign all the way up.
What you think?
And I came from that direction. It's great, it's perfect.
Thank you everyone for watching season 1, and I hope you like what you saw. Make sure that you press the like down here and subscribe to our channel. And if you are ever in the DFW area looking for new signage or wanting to upgrade your business, please give us a call. You'll find our information at the link below. I look forward to talking to you soon.
Don't leave me, guys.
Release!